for the Jackets. A lot of good stuff. Let me just say this. This is my 8th year as a head coach. Prior to being at Memphis, I was head coach at Memphis, assistant at Memphis, assistant at Arizona, player at Arizona. So I've been around some high-level basketball, so I've seen some great players. Tonight, I tell you what, they're probably, in my time, I haven't seen a guy save us as in terms of the 50-50 ball wins and just the multiple effort plays that Ben Lammers did. I told him in the locker room, if I could give you a big kiss on the cheek right now, I would, but you're too sweaty. I said, but man, he all the years, I mean, it's about as good of a save job as in terms of just his multiple effort plays that don't even show up in the box score. Some of them don't even show up, just by his second and third effort on defensively and everything else. The only other guy that comes to mind like that is a guy Coach DJ Steffens, who was like that, just multiple effort plays. So I'm really proud of Ben on his effort plays and just, you know, saving us in many ways. So I'm really proud of him on that. I love the fact that we only had 3 turnovers the second half. You know, we had 9 the first. I felt we gave the ball a headache a little bit too much tonight. That's why we only had 14 assists on 28 made field goals. Our tempo was better and our pace was better. You know, if we made our free throws, we'd have been up. We'd have had an opportunity to score in the 90s or at least 85 or so. But I felt we pounded it a little bit too much. It was too much of a headache, and that's why our assists weren't as high as we would like. You know, we defended well for the most part. Again, back-to-back games, we played good D. I actually thought we did a better job defensive rebounding, even though the numbers didn't maybe show it. But we actually did a better job of crashing the glass and getting up on there and finding a way to get some rebounds. We still just got to be better on that. And obviously we just got to put the free throws in. And one of our goals are we want to shoot, you know, we want to make more than the opponent attempts. And even though we didn't shoot well from the free throw line, we did achieve that stat. So otherwise, it was a good win. Guys played well. And I tell you, Friday's a great challenge for us. It's a good team in Ohio. Their point guard is you know, one of the best in the country in assists and turnovers. They got the Player of the Year returning, and they got that transfer from Michigan State that can flat out shoot the ball. So Ohio's going to be a great opportunity to test for us on Friday.
It seemed like Josh did a great job of being kind of the focal point when you needed to step up in terms of early offense and then in the second half as well. Yeah,
I mean, Josh is going to keep getting better and better and better. Josh Okogie. You know, he had 18 first night, 18 again tonight. And he hasn't even he's barely tapped his potential. He's got to continue to keep being sound, and you know, he's going to continue to improve, and his future's extremely, extremely bright.
Second half, the shooting percentage went down, but it wasn't because of taking bad shots. You were getting to the basket.
We missed some layups right around the hoop that we got, you know. But we're going to live in the paint. We're going to try to live in the paint. We just missed some shots around the hoop that, you know, we got to hopefully make.
How did it help that Tadrick?
Here's what, you know, people ask about Tadrick. You know, I know he had 20, but let me tell you the 2 things I'm proud about Tadrick are. It's not the points, it's that he had 5 rebounds, 4 of them defensively, and I thought he defended well. He played defense. You know, the best teams, their guards stick their nose in and find ways to get defensive rebounds, always. The best teams find a way their guards rebound the ball defensively. And so more than Tadrick's scoring ability, it was his ability to rebound and defend. That's what triggered our team and triggered his offense. And so I was proud of him in those areas.
It seemed like his game has changed dramatically from what we saw last year.
Yeah, you know, for Tadrick, we've spent a lot of time. And Tadrick knows I've been hard on him, but I've been hard on him, you know, knowing that his upside and his potential, and I've coached him hard and I've held him accountable. And but Tadrick's a fine young man, and he's got, you know, he's got a chance to be a really good player. He's got to stay aggressive. He's got to stay in attack mentality, but his offense has to come through his defense and rebounding, defensive rebounding. That's where you get your energy. And he's just got to continue to take great pride in that.
Is that going to continue to be his role coming off the bench?
We're a team that's strictly game by game, possession by possession. We can't look past. I was speaking somewhere on Sunday, and somebody was talking to me about they introduced and talking about the Georgia game, and I stopped him in the mid sentence. I said, do you understand that we are a team that can't even look past the jump ball versus Southern, let alone, you're talking about Georgia, let's cut it out right now. So we are a team that strictly can only be possession by possession, game by game. Each roles could change. You know, that's who we are. Our margin of error is that, and that's going to be us throughout the year.
It seemed like Corey stepped up real well for you in the first half.
I thought Corey struggled at the beginning, and he didn't defend, and I had to jump on that one out of the timeouts, and I just told him, man, you're better than that, you're tougher than that, and you know, Coach Banks' son, you know, was hitting some shots early, and then Corey played much better. He had open threes, his feet were set. When his feet are set, he's a good shooter, and so, you know, that's Corey, and he played. He started a little slow, but after that start, he played much better.
Q played a pretty efficient game tonight, rebounding, assists, you know, just settling the team down.
Q was active, and he had 7 boards. He could have had 13. That was really, and I told him in the locker room, man, I'm proud of you, because I've been on him hard about not rebounding, and he got his butt on the glass tonight, and he got 7, but he could have had 13, 14. And so he needs to be one of those guys that gets his 10, 11, 12 boards night in, night out. He's got just 2 feet rebounds, pursue it every time. But he was solid, and he's going to make his threes. The key for him is he's got to just take great shots. It's all about shot selection for him. His feet are set, and he's within rhythm, and we're able to get one more. You know, move the ball around and keep the thing moving and hot potato it and re-attack and find the guys open. That's when we're shooting at our best.
Set a record for blocks in your second game as head coach. So that's pretty exciting to get since it's the defensive stat.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. That's a credit to Ben. Ben helped us on that. But you know, as we keep evolving, I want us to be I want us to be an above the rim athletic team, especially defensively, long and trying to be all over the rim and above the rim. Like, even though we had 2 goaltending calls, offensively, I don't want those, but I want us to play above the rim. That's part of my vision in the long term here. I want us to be above the rim team, above the rim athletes, playing at high pace and tempo and attack, and you know, so that's what we want to do. So it was good to get that, you know, those shot blocks.
How did Ben's effort compare to the first game?
Ben's effort, the first game, he had great effort, but he played, and Ben knows this, and Ben and I talked about this. I mean, he probably played, you know, he could have even been better than what he played in the first game. The thing with Ben, it's not the stats, it's tonight it was the multiple effort plays within one possession. There was times when he was at one end, sprinted the other, contested a shot, went in and contested another shot, and then got the rebound or saved us for a coming out of nowhere block shot. It was his 50-50 ball plays. It was his multiple effort plays. It was as good as I've seen since I've been coaching on win, and he was 6-0 winning 50-50 balls today. He had 6 opportunities and he won all 6. So I'm really proud of him. That's not the highest of 50-50 wins that I've been around, but just his activeness and multiple effort plays in individual possessions.
You guys had a big run to close out the first half. What do you attribute that 19-4 run to? Was it more of an offensive thing?
You know, we're a team that's got to play with great energy, and when we move the ball, it feeds off of everybody. And then we got to get our offense through our defense. We got to get stops and rebound and get out and go on the break and attack. And when we're moving the ball, it you know, I've said this before. When you miss a bunch of shots and open shots, it sucks the life out of you. It sucks the life out of the fans. It sucks the life out of you defensively. So we're at our best when we can be in attack and attacking the rim and moving the ball and getting our feet set. But we've got to, you know, hang our hat on the defensive end to create us, you know, opportunities to score and to keep us the pace and tempo that we want.
Can you speak a little bit more about the free throw shooting?
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. We were fortunate that we had enough lead, but that can bite you in the butt. We got to be tough enough to step up there and make the free throws. No excuse, inexcusable, unacceptable. We can't be 17 for 31. I love that we get to the line, but we got to make teams pay for that.
I guess it's even more important when the guys that you know are going to get to the hole and draw the fouls are the ones that maybe need to improve.
Just it's not a big thing. It's just they got to be tough enough and put the ball in the basket from the free throw line. It's a mentality.
On the other end, you guys only gave up 12 free throws, and talk about how you feel about that. Sure.
Yeah, no, as I said, that's one of our goals is we want to shoot. We want to make more than the opponent attempts, and we hit that goal today.
Any more questions for Coach? All right.
Okay, thanks everybody. See you Friday.